Hey everyone, today we're going to set up the 360 modern LED photo booth enclosure. Right here I got the 4 or 5 bags laid out with our LED strip lights. So we're going to go one by one on each bag, and it's just the same thing as all the other enclosures. You connect them by the numbers or the letters, and then you have your fabric, and then you have your power cables inside the fabric if it's that type of enclosure. So let's get right into it. Let's go and set up each bag. I got some help today. I always recommend getting some help, especially with the bigger enclosures, because they do have the top part. So you might need like a little step ladder or something to reach them. So at least like 2 or 3 people to help you out when you're setting up these type of enclosures. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, first things first, what you're gonna do is grab from each bag. We recommend to keep each bag to itself, so that way you don't mix up the parts. And once you take the plastic off, you'll notice that some of them are bungeed. So you just want to easily just snap those in place. And then you'll start to see that some of them have specific colors or letters and colors and numbers. So just make sure to match the specific letter to each other when you get to that point. So we'll show you some close-ups of how the parts connect. And yeah, this is pretty much the start of it. And then we'll move on to building up the pillars and then the top part. Okay, so once you start getting to assembling the pillars, this is why it's very important to keep the bags separate, so that way we don't mix up the parts. But this is just an example of what the pillar would look like. You got the X part in the middle, and it's very important before you start assembling the top and the bottom. Just do one side first, at the bottom, and then work your way to the middle, and then work your way to the top or the reverse side. So we got another pillar right here. This one has just the one bar. It's got the one bar here that's already there. So you can just go ahead and put that in there. And while these are separate, then you're gonna go ahead and grab one of the other parts here and just insert them there. So just make sure you get that click. And then we can flip it around. And then we start attaching the other side of this middle section. All right, so now with that middle section connected, then you can work your way up comfortably to the other reverse side. So this is why it's very important to have, at least two other people to helping you out, and practice setting up at home versus trying to set up for the first time at your event, because you're going to take a very long time for your first time. All right, so now we've set up all the pillars. And then we've also went ahead and started putting the fabric on these first 3. We left this one here so that way we can show you how to slide this over. But once you have the pillars assembled, the fabric just slides right over, and then it zips at the very bottom. So it's very easy, and we'll go and show you how to do that now. All right, so we're coming up to the last part of the enclosure. And once you have the pillars all set up, you want to space them out within like a box here. And then the next thing you have is just these little crossbars here. So what you want to do is you'll grab your fabric that comes in the same bag. And then let's go ahead and unzip this. You can actually unzip it, or you can slide it over. So I'll go ahead and just slide this over. Okay. And just straighten it out so that way your logo would be visible. All right, so now we have one part done, and let's go ahead and clip this on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on the ladder here. There you go. So now all you gotta do is just do the same thing for all three sides here, the remaining three sides, and you're good to go. Last part is we'll go ahead and do the lights next, but we'll show you how to get these up on the other sides. So we got the top portion completed now. Last thing to do is just stick on the LED lights. Very easy to do. They got the Velcro on one side, and you see the Velcro on this side here. So each side of the pillar has its own Velcro, so you have enough lights to put on each one. So very easy. You got the wire coming down right here, and then you have the wires coming out in the middle here. So it doesn't matter which one you pick. You just have to stick on the LED light, like so, and then you just grab one of the middle sections here and just snap it in place. So that's done, one. So now you grab the next one and you do the same thing. So just line up the Velcro, grab the middle section, and just snap that in. All right, very easy. We already got about halfway done, and we're just gonna finish up the rest of the lights, but we'll show you close-ups of how these snap in place here. All right, so once you have your LED strips on the pillars there, next thing you're gonna do is grab your power box and your controllers here, your remotes. Then you're gonna grab each wire and you're just gonna connect them like so. So I'll just grab the next one. And then last one here. And then you're all set. And then we're gonna wanna just power this in, and we're good to go. All right, so we have the lights all plugged in, set up, and then now you have your remote to turn them on. And there you go. You got this nice little strobe effect here. You got a fade one. You can change it into different colors here, like if you want just straight red, if you want green, blue, and then you got some other little variations of colors here. Then you have your strobe ones, you have your fade ones, then you have your smooth, and that's it. Once you have all these set up, you're good to go. Just don't forget to tape down your wires. Make sure to get some gaff tape on RealSpin's website. And if you have any questions about the enclosure, hit up the support line and we'll be happy to help you out.